On 31st March, Mumbai police had arrested a man who is a driver by profession, and the allegations were that he had uploaded a video of him where he is actually, speaking ill about a certain community, specifically talking about Quran and the masjid in a wrong way, and that's one of the reasons he was picked up by the police immediately. I'm joined by Advocate Sunil Pandey, who was representing the accused. What is the allegation in this case against the accused?
The allegation is not very clear. They have come up with the case that he has used abused word against the Quran and against the madrasa. But my contention and my defense was before the court that the client is falsely is a victim of circumstance. If you see that the ID which is used on the Facebook, it is different ID, and the face it is mopped, and secondly it is a AI application is used to use the voice. So if we see all this aspect, court sees and grants him bail. Court says it is a technical in nature, and also I have argued before the court as per the latest judgment of Supreme Court, where it is says that up to 7 years you have to grant him a notice. But the prosecution failed to give him notice, and which was considered by the court also, because how serious offence it might be. But the court has to grant him the notice and he has to file his reply. Then the action should be taken. But here the prosecution failed to give him notice, and it was done which was illegally, and the court, after coming to a conclusion, had granted him bail.
So according to you, he has not said anything in that, like it's not him saying all those things in that video?
Yes. If we see it, there is a 3 different aspects by prosecution and also which has pointed out by me, that the Facebook ID which is different, and where the face is different, the logging is different person, and the voice is different because the voice is tracked by the AI software and it is used by AI method. That's why my client had also told that we follow that religion. So we are not inclined to make such statement. This is already somebody is trying to misuse his personality.
So the thing is that, but then prosecution in its while it was arguing, it has very clearly said that it is this person, the accused, saying what he has said, and he is the person himself who has created enmity between two communities.
No, the enmity which prosecution is relying, basically if we see, the first thing is a documentary proof that the Facebook ID is not his own ID. First, the prosecution has to prove that. Secondly, the prosecution has to show that how he is eligible. See, the first thing, notice was not given to explain his grounds, but he was not given a notice. Third thing, if we see, it is a mob. If you see the voice, it is not his own voice, and it has to be sent to the forensic. After that conclusion comes, then only it can be proved that whether he is guilty of offence.
So basically the court concluded that the kind of evidence that needs to be collected is very technical in nature, and for that the custody of the accused is not needed. However, the court has put in certain conditions, like the court has directed the accused not to enter the jurisdiction of the Parade police station for 60 days and has also asked him not to indulge in similar kind of criminal offence again. With cameraman Kiran Sapkal in Mumbai, Vidya for India Today.